Hey guys, welcome to our Sometimes Thursday Live.
It's pretty much all the time right now.
Where sometime, we could just call it sometime on Thursday.
Yeah.
Because we don't know exactly when. It depends on how long it takes us to get going. Super excited today because I ordered in a bunch of enamel. A little bit sad because some of it came slightly imperfect, but
I've managed to get most of the dents out of the ones, but they're still like not perfect, so they're on sale.
lucky you. Look at that. So we're going to be talking about some sale items. We have the new cabinet from yesterday's Waste Not Wednesday behind me here. I wound up repainting the entire thing because I didn't like my color combo. It's fine. It looks good, and I'm excited to have it in the shop. And then we'll just do a little bit of a shop tour afterwards. Maybe we'll do the soap and beauty. We haven't shown that in a while. And then also we kind of redid this area, so we can show that. So we're super excited. If you're on here, say hello and hit that share button so that way more people know that we are live. And I'm going to pull up comments. Why don't you show them the water bucket? The water buckets are not on sale.
But they are new.
But
new
they are
enamel,
for sale.
and they're cool. I really love these water buckets. I think they'll hold water. I haven't tested them out yet. They're that new, but they've got like some silicone around the inside on the bottom.
I would say they're made for decor, and then you see what happens.
Yeah. Just know that if they don't hold water, just put some flowers in the top and call it a day. What I love about these though is that the spout, you have options. It comes with the spout that's the matching blue enamel, and then you can just put that on there. And these are big. They're, what are they, 2 gallons? I think 2 gallons.
Yeah,
They're
for sure.
$42.95.
Now here's my pro tip. If you want them to look old and chippy, just throw them on the ground a little bit and the enamel will chip off. This is the pro tip here.
She took some enamel that she wanted to use in the house that was new like this, and she threw it all over the driveway, and then she brought it back inside. She's like, that'll do.
Hey, we do what we gotta do. Another pro tip, if it doesn't hold water and you wanna use it for floral, I've mentioned this before, or sometimes I just do it because I don't wanna fill up the entire vessel. I'll just put like a big plastic soda cup from the gas station inside of it, and then I put the floral inside of the gas station cup.
Yeah.
You can do that anytime you want to put flowers in something that isn't watertight, or you just don't want water getting inside of it.
So we've got a couple of those. I don't know if we have more somewhere.
No, just 2.
Just 2 of them.
Just 2. They're $42.95. They're a little bit more on the pricier end, but they're big and awesome. And enamel is always hot, and in the springtime, I feel like we can just not keep enough of it because people use it for floral arrangements, both fresh and fake. And then also people love to take these basins, and they will plant things that can fall over the top or succulents. So I was excited to get these in.
Those are good. I think those would just look good like sitting on the kitchen counter with fruit in them.
So I'm gonna drop the sale collection link. You may have to.
These ones aren't priced. Did
No,
you price
those ones
these
aren't priced. I'm gonna pull those up in a minute. You may have to scroll through it because we have a lot of IOD that we permanently marked down 15% in there. And so until that sells out, that will be in there. But I'm gonna get the link specifically for these. How big would you say that these are?
I have a measuring tape right here. I would say, I'm gonna guess 15 inches in diameter. Let's see how good my eyeball is.
If you guys are new here, you can shop everything at jamirayvintage.com. And then if you can't find a specific link, you can always comment and I'll come back to it. Here's the bowl link.
Oh, I was gonna say 14 with my initial guess, and I went 15 because it looked a little bigger, and they're right at 14
diameter. And they do have like a few like chips and dings on the edge, but like I said,
they're like 4 inches deep.
if you want to really chip and ding them, just throw them on the ground. That's
Throw them on the ground, spray some vinegar on them, you know.
It's fine. We know how to make new things old again. All right, we talked about, what about these pictures? You want to show these?
Those are the ones that have like the worst battle damage. Those are.
So there's just dents in the side of them. Like, who cares about that if you're a fan of ours? Dents and chinks, but they're supposed to be in good condition, and they were dented.
They were supposed to be like new,
us.
and a couple of them have some pretty serious wrinkles in the side. I pushed all the dents back out. Let me bring this close, see if we can see it. Here you go. You can see kind of like how that's like flat on the bottom there a little bit, and then right here. So it's not real noticeable. And if you know, you just put this side out and it's brand new over here if you want it. But we're doing a sale on them. What was the regular price on these?
$28.95, and we marked them down to $19.95.
So these ones that are dented, you'll find them in the sale collection for $19.95.
Which is a phenomenal price because we actually have one that Ivy thought was one of these, and it's an antique English picture, and it's $100. It's $99.95. So if you want the legit old one, you can look up antique English enamel, and we do have a picture that's $99.95. If you don't care if it's actually antique,
these are repops.
then here you go. And these I know for sure are not guaranteed to be watertight. I'm not saying you couldn't put water in them, but these are made for decor. So keep that in mind. We have them in the blue, the white, and the pink. And actually, the white ones, there wasn't anything wrong with them. We just already had them, and I thought it was confusing to mark just a couple down and not the other, so I marked them all down. We're crazy around here.
There you go. Sale on the enamel.
All right, let's show them these buckets.
So these are like the French flower buckets, but they're a little smaller, which I feel like is more manageable, so you don't have to have like huge floral arrangements all throughout your house. These have glue on the bottom of them.
Yeah, so we marked these down to $5.95 from $9.95.
But I think the glue is so they'll hold water, but still, we're not going to guarantee that. Like Jami said, you can always just sleeve them with like a cup or something and use water like that if you're worried about it.
Well, and some of them have some scuffs on them, so they should be $9.95, but we marked them down to like $5.95?
$5.95 on these.
$5.95, and we have 4 of these cute little enamel pictures.
That's giving them away.
I'm like, I need them to send me the not broken ones, because I need these in the shop.
And they might have glue on them. Like, I think that's just part of them sealing the bottom up.
Yeah, but the black ones are perfect.
The black
black ones, if you want all black, they're $9.95, and
I like these.
I checked, they're all really good. They don't have like glue puddling in the bottom and big. Again, these actually probably, if you threw them on the ground, would get really chippy and cool. So here's the all black ones, and they're $9.95.
All right, and then we've had these for a while. These are just the vintage mini Crocs, if you want to look for them. These are actually old. We got them from. Are these from England? Where did we get these from?
So these are from England. I didn't buy them in England, but they are from England. So they came from one of my pickers, and I just got a bunch of them.
But you can see how big they are on my hand here. Not super large, but we've got a few. They're assorted. They're not in perfect condition because they are old and used.
For whatever reason, those were not live on all categories.
Well, they were $14.95, and now they're $9.95.
Yep. Did you get them in the sale collection already?
I did.
You are good at that. All right, let me share the link to these.
We've got 20 of these, so if you need to do like a whole vignette, have at it. But
tell your friends.
I put a little sprig of greenery in there to kind of show you what I would do with them.
They look more like maybe Inkwell Crocs.
Yeah, I do feel like they are Inkwell size for sure.
All right, so we have a question. Joanne wants to know if the A mini topiaries will be back. No, those ones we've had for a good amount of time, and I can't pick them up anymore. So the mini topiaries, the sizes that we have are what we have left. If you're not sure what I'm talking about, we have these mini topiaries that we did on last week's thrift haul, and we just
sale
have,
collections, shop tour.
Yeah, our shop tour last. Did I say thrift haul? Mm-hmm. Last week's shop tour, and B's and C's are all we have left.
All right, so we have these plates, and we've had these for quite a while. I'm going to come
we used
show
to
you
have
close.
big plates, and now we're down to just the dessert plates, and I just need to pass them along. So I marked these way down. They're really good.
So they were regularly $4.95. This one doesn't even have a price tag on it.
And they're down to $1.95.
And they're down to $1.95. But there's a few options. So we got the sheep, we got the chickens, and then there's the cow.
So there's only one rooster. I think we have 3 cows and 6 sheep, if I remember correct. Yeah, we have the most of the sheep. But they're just the cutest paper plates ever. So if you have people coming over for tea and cookies and you're like, let me bring out my fancy plates. There you go. And there's enough that if you wanted to just buy all of them, you could mix and match them, because even though they're different animals, the design is really like good. So we
Yeah,
could
the
put,
checker,
like, baby shower that was farm animals.
the
or something.
buffalo check on the outside ring really makes them uniform, even though they're different.
How many are in each?
What
does it say on the bottom?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in each.
So if you bought all 10 of them, then you'd have 80 dessert plates. So that'd be enough for an event. I mean, who wants to bring 80 people over their house anyways?
Yeah, confirmed at 8. And is the basket for sale? Is that just what the plates
That's just
are in?
what they're in, so you can put them back in that. That's just how I have them displayed in the shop. Sorry about that. This is, I think that's all the sale items that we're gonna show today. I just wanna show some new greenery, and then we'll show what we painted this week that's still available. I think we have 3 items that we painted from the thrift haul. That's all that's left and not sold.
It's pretty good odds, I'd say, since there were like 20 things.
I'm like, that was a lot of painting. And then we'll show you with the cabinet that we worked on yesterday, so.
Yes, if you've been dying to see how this cabinet turned out, there's a whole story, and Jami was gonna burn it for a minute there.
I wasn't gonna burn it. I just didn't realize how much surface area there was on the cabinet. And I was like, the more I was painting and waxing, the more I was like, this price is going up. So, all right, this is silver dollar eucalyptus. These like the big leaves on this one. They come in bunches. And there's,
Oh, were they able to clean those up?
Yeah.
I had those in the back.
yeah, they got charcoal on them because we had some old charcoal like containers that got sent to us, and
It was
they
like
got
art
all
charcoal.
over it. Just it was only 2 bunches, and it just washed right off. $5.95 for this greenery, and it's pretty realistic. Like I only buy good greenery. I'm really picky about it. So I think we have a dozen of those, and then this is the first item from the thrift haul last week that was still available. It's
That
$29.95 for this planter.
Is that what oh, it is a planter because it has holes in the bottom. I
No,
think.
not that one.
That one doesn't? Oh,
You would
the
have
other
to
one
put
did.
rocks in it for drainage, but I'm calling it a planter.
I mean, you could easily just drill a hole or hit it with a nail and
I mean, I don't really care what you do with
Pop a hole in
it. It did
there.
have like these big rings on the side, and I hate those, so I ripped them off and sanded the metal and painted. To me, it looks more authentically old.
Where's the, oh, the third thing is over here. We'll show you when we do the little tour, the last thing that hasn't sold.
So this is chippy metal planter with feet. This is in the thrift haul. Do you want to show them that box over there while I
Yes.
grab the link to the thrift haul?
All right, so this is how that pine box turned out. Jami stenciled the bottom. She only used half of a grain sack, and I think it looks awesome like that. And then we had this pull, but it came down over the top, but now it just looks like it's supposed to be like that. Didn't paint the inside, left that raw pine.
Yeah, we sell those pulls on the website too. So if you need any cast iron hardware, we carry a ton at JamiRayVintage.com. We use them on all of our projects pretty much because I love them. And at our house because they're really sturdy.
But turned out really good.
How much is that one? That one is...
This one is $39.95.
And what is it called?
Hand painted wood chest.
Hand painted wood chest. So that's in the thrift haul. Should be somewhere on the top-ish because it's one of the 3 things left over.
All right, now we're gonna go on a little tour.
Go on a little walk around. Oh, and these are painted in weathered wood. So if you want to do your own weathered wood. Let me show them. This turned out awesome. Like, I love the rust on this.
Okay, so the bucket, this is the bucket that I did with the toilet bowl cleaner. And I believe that was, I can't remember the brand of the toilet bowl cleaner now.
Lysol?
It might have been Lysol.
I got it on Amazon. I normally like the Costco one, but
So you can see it got a little rusty. I
Nice.
did put the stencil. This is that same stencil that was on the chest that I just showed you, just the whole thing. And I went off the bottom a little bit, but I was like, it's fine, because I would have had to cut the stencil to make it go all the way up to the lip.
and then this is $34.95 for this big bin.
So, but that was, I think we paid $4 for this at the thrift store, sanded it up, did the toilet bowl cleaner, and then once I rinsed that off, I hit it with some vinegar, and with the vinegar is what got it rusty real good.
Well, and sometimes it's just really hard to find things I like as is when we're out junking, so you have to get creative because just because I can't find what I like doesn't mean that I don't need new stuff for the shop. So you want to just put that on the tripod. Can you
I'm
guys
just
see
showing
this is
them
the
the whole
cabinet?
thing.
You might want to come from this side so they can see the inside. I wound up repainting the inside pantry door because I wanted it to be more of a vintagey green instead of a bright teal. I have not listed this yet, but I will get it listed today.
And the drawer still has the
There's
blue
like a
felt in there.
painter's tape. Yep, and we used, so Zeb put in these shelves. They do come out.
We just used the inset that was in this door. If you remember, this was
Yeah.
solid, and then we took the inset out and put the hardware cloth in, and that's what the shelves are made out of.
So just in case you weren't here yesterday, this was a gun cabinet. and we gutted it. We filled all the holes. There were tons of holes because they had like all the racks for the guns. And then we pulled, there was a big piece of wood in here that Zeb unscrewed. We added the hardware cloth, and then we reused it because he's like, what am I gonna make the shelves out of? I'm like, let's reuse that nice piece of plywood that was in there. So
I mean, there's a couple screw holes in the shelves, but it's fine.
no, it's good. There's actually only one. There's like one
It's in the back.
in the back of that one. But this is perfect for quilt storage, and then it's got this drawer down on the bottom. Sorry, it's really...
The drawer is tight since you waxed it. We might need to pull that back out and sand it some.
Yeah, well, it's actually just right here. This piece comes up, see?
Oh, yeah.
And that's what's catching on. So we'll just sand that, and then it'll come out. Somebody lined it with the beautiful blue felt, and because I don't want to deal with the glue that might be left behind, I'm leaving it. But yeah, this hardware we also carry on the website. I white waxed it, so it wasn't so black. Hold on. This is poking out.
Your quilts are too fluffy.
My quilts are fluffy. Oh, show them these little...
All right, so we use these little clips here.
I did one top and bottom because I don't think a magnet, this was like harder to get shut, and I really wanted it to shut well. So,
Yep, so it's
these
got
are my
one down below,
favorite for
too.
this kind of application. It has little rollers and it catches it good.
And then we had to kind of redo this corner right here. So this table is now front and center, and then the chair is around the back. And this is the little one that we did just a little while ago on a Waste Not Wednesday and repaired that cross in the center.
Yep. So kind of upped things a little bit, changed them around. And then I also wanted to show them, I don't know if we ever showed them these tables. Here is the one that we did for, was it Waste Not Wednesday that we did
Yeah.
this? So
Here,
here is the,
let me come over here. You're walking right where I'm going.
oh, sorry, I didn't know where you were going.
So this is the other one, and we've got the table runner on it right now, but the top is we used the hemp oil, and it came out great. It's super hard now after a week, and very smooth and slick, so it's very wipeable.
And it's $499.95 shipped, and then $169.95 in the store. And the shipped price includes shipping. That's why it's a lot more expensive. And then here's that other table. So we've been getting our Waste Not Wednesday stuff done. This one,
There's still a bunch of stuff in the garage.
same thing, $169.95 and $499.95 shipped for this. And I love the table, the
And
feet on
then,
this table.
yeah, this has the cast iron feet that someone had painted gold. We left them gold and then did dark and decrepit from DIY on the top.
I lost my phone for a minute.
You lost your phone?
I lost my phone.
All right. Anything else you want to show them? These, Jamie was telling me that these are too green. They have like, they're leaning towards a Christmas vibe. So
I
they
don't
might
think-
get a white wash soon.
I don't think they look Christmassy. I just think they look boho. So these are a set of wooden candlesticks hand painted by Zeb. They're $24.95. These are in the Thrift Haul collection. If you like them the color they are, then
Save them because
save
they're
them and
about to
buy
get
them.
whitewashed.
They're gonna get painted.
So that they match the rest of our shop a little better.
All right, let's go over here. We'll show them the
You guys have seen the spring Valentine display a
I
bunch.
think we've shown that one.
This is a thrifted pitcher that we got, little pot pitcher. Oh, and if you need sample dish soap, look,
Oh,
they
yeah.
have the cute little sheep on them. These little pucks are $6.95, and it'll probably last you, I would say, about a week or more
Couple weeks, yeah.
for dish soap on that.
Well, we sell the bigger one. This is like $22.95 for this JRB dish soap, but a lot of people wanted to try the little ones, and so we have these cute little, and these are all hand poured, all natural.
It's like the hard dish soap. All we do is we keep it in these little ramekin situations, and then we've got the scrubby brushes, and we just, use that on the dishes or
we use
these
the long
bamboo
handled
ones.
ones because we have to get down in jars. These are $9.95 for these ones.
Yeah, we clean a lot of jars with all the milk we're going through.
All right, is there anything else you need to show them?
I think that's all the stuff. We had the new enamel, wanted to show them the stuff from the thrift haul on Waste Not Wednesday, and I think we're good.
All right, well, I'm gonna go ahead and make sure I've dropped all the links. If there's something that you saw in the shop and you wanted to be able to find it, except you're like
I had to adjust.
down here, comment below and we'll help you find it in there. And I'm gonna have to find a fun new place for all of these items in the shop. If you like this video, share it out, give us a thumbs up, and follow Jami Ray Vintage for more.
DIY.
Bye guys, see you later.
Catch you guys later.